Hi, everybody. I'm Father Andy from Little Flower, and with me is Margaret Manning, who is the pastoral associate for the parish. We're here to introduce a ministry that's been going on, but I'd like to say a few things to preface what Margaret's going to tell you about the ministry. You know, one of the things that's been clear over the past months is just that within each and every one of us that we're all saints and sinners, and that whether we like it or not, that, you know, we have biases in life. Those biases can interfere with God's love because we have preconceived ideas of what people should look like or how they're supposed to be. Having said that, I'd like to introduce this ministry, which is to family and friends of people who are LGBTQ, lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender, or questioning. Pope Francis, in his message of mercy, the message of mercy that has always been present in the Gospels, reminds us again that we're all saints and sinners, including myself, including the Holy Father. But we, as a parish community, extend this invitation to people who may be struggling with their son or daughter or relative's preference in life when it comes to their sexuality. It's not an easy life, and it's not an easy life for family members. So we at Little Flower, and through Margaret's direction, are offering this opportunity to come together when it comes to sharing experiences, sharing life, and Margaret will certainly give it a flavor when it comes to Catholicism. Having said that, oftentimes the Catholic Church, has been viewed as a place that is not welcoming of people who are different, especially if you're LGBTQ. So having said that, welcome. Listen to what Margaret has to say, and if you know someone who may benefit from this type of group, have them contact Margaret. Thank you, everybody. Margaret?
Thanks, Father Andy. So as Father Andy said, this group has been in existence since last year. And we kind of took that first year to really evolve as a group. And now that we're more established, we have about 5 regular families who come to each meeting. More are on my email list, so they're informed, but they haven't quite been able to come to a meeting yet for one reason or another. We spent this past year sharing our stories, getting to know each other, using some Catholic resources to spark the conversation. But really it was just a wonderful chance to bring parents together to share their stories. And we draw from multiple parishes. There's only a couple of members from Little Flower, but other parishes as well. And as the year came to a close this past year, we talked about what did we want to do, how did we want to identify ourselves for this coming year. And we decided on a group name. So the name of our group is You Are Mine. And this name has kind of a twofold meaning. So we hear in the scripture and from the prophet Isaiah that God has chosen each of us and we are his. God says, you are mine. So we're all children of God, created by God to love others and to be loved. But given that this is kind of a family group with parents and maybe grandparents or extended family and friends, we also have the notion that You Are Mine relates to that family bond. So this child of mine, I still love, I still am proud of. He's the same child that has been mine since he was a baby. So the group name You Are Mine has gained a lot of significance. So now the group will be advertised and called You Are Mine. And the way that the group kind of operates is we have monthly meetings on the 3rd Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. We started meeting in person last year, and then we finished up the last few months of the year on Zoom. We look at some videos, some Catholic resources, some books, just to get the conversation going. Or sometimes members bring issues or topics that they want to discuss, and we just go from there too. Anybody who knows me, I think, knows that I have a very easygoing personality, and I hope that people feel at ease when they're in my presence. So the group facilitation and the conversation is always very respectful. People are welcome to share, whatever they're comfortable sharing and participate in as much as they're able to. We also share a lot of laughs and have some fun as well. We started off closing each group with the Hail Mary, and I think someone suggested that at the first meeting, and I think it started as, Mary is someone who we can turn to, who is a parent, who knows what it's like to accompany their child and not really know what's going on, what God has in store, but is accompanying her child every step of the way, and even through some painful experiences. But then later on in the year, one couple who's in our group said, yeah, that's true, but I think Mary is also a good patroness for us because she kind of had a child who was different, someone who was a little different than every other child that was, in his time. So Mary is now our patroness. We usually end with a Hail Mary, but I think that just kind of represents what the atmosphere is like in our group. It's comfortable. We share and are open with each other, but we also, have a wonderful camaraderie that exists in the group as well. So as Father Andy said, if you know of someone who could benefit from the group, even if they just want to come and listen, feel free to reach out to me. We'll be starting on Zoom. Hopefully we'll be able to meet in person, but we'll be starting on Zoom the third Thursday of September. So we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward to having you join our group, and God bless.
I do want to add one thing that I think is important, is that people may not want to join a group like this by coming, they're outing themselves and they're outing their child. And so the issue of confidentiality comes into mind. So I just want to emphasize that what happens in the group stays in the group. And that's an important element of this, right, Margaret?
Absolutely. And I think that's where some of the parishioners from other parishes felt comfortable coming to our group, because they saw our advertisements and they felt comfortable coming outside of their own community for one reason or another. But it's been really nice to be able to bring multiple parishes together like that.
Okay. Well, anyway, happy September, everybody, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.